Hi, Dave with Tornado. I'm here with the Tornado Microburst. It's a compact scrubber, 17-inch, 1-gallon solution and 2-gallon recovery auto scrubber. We're gonna get right into it, flip it around, and show you exactly why I love this machine. So right down here at the deck, you've got 2 scrub brushes, and these brushes, when turned on, they spin counter-rotational. You can see how that works. And why that's important is those brushes spinning counter-rotational, there's no torque on that machine, so it's gonna float in your hands nice and easily. To remove those pad drivers, or the brush drivers in this case, we do have optional pad drivers, which I'll show you in just a minute. These go on magnetic, so they only fit on one way. There's an octagon right in the middle there, and then that piece of metal is magnetic. Easy to take off and on. The squeegee is very similar in that is also magnetic, and it fits on these 2 spindles right here, and then it's just pressure fitted to the vac hose. And you've got a series of knobs right here to be able to unscrew that squeegee and change that out. Now the squeegee is important because you've got 4 edges to a squeegee on all auto scrubbers, so to be able to flip that over and then flip it again and utilize all 4 edges of that squeegee, get your maximum life out of your squeegee. So make sure that you don't just use it and flip it over once. But it's nice that it's toolless. You can just unscrew these and take the old one off, put the new one on. Make sure this is nice and snug when you put it back on there. And then it just slides right back onto those spindles. Again, no tools, super easy. This is also magnetic when it's in the upright position. That's the proper stored position. You don't want this sitting down on the brushes or the squeegee. You could damage that if it's just sitting in a closet that way. So we make it nice and easy. Again, magnetic right here and here, and that snaps right into place. Now when we come up here on the neck, you'll see this is the back of the machine, so we would operate it this way. The front of the machine is your recovery tank. The larger tank is always going to be your recovery tank because that's where you're going to pick up most of your solution, and you don't want that overflowing. So you want to fill that only to the max point. The recovery tank is super easy to pop off. Just this knob right here, and then it releases, and you can go dump that very simply. The solution tank has a button that we press right here, and that's easy to go fill up at a sink or a slop sink. Plug back in, make sure it locks into place, make sure that you have both of your caps in place. Especially this one, your recovery tank, you're gonna need that suction, and if this is loose or it's not snug, you're gonna lose suction. So make sure that those are nice and firm. And now we get right up here to the control board. When I'm holding the stick in my hand, it's real easy to see that it operates in a 360-degree pattern, so it's nice and light in my hands. And I turn that board on with the main power board right here. The illumination of the battery tells me that I've got a full charge. You'll see that right there in the blue. And then to turn on the brushes is right here. The vacuum. Now the vacuum has a delay, and that delay, it flashes 4 times, gives you about a 4-second delay. The reason why it's flashing is that it's letting you know that it's going to shut off very soon, but we're picking that slurry up or the solution off the floor, and we want it to get time to go from the squeegee into the tank so it doesn't run back down to the floor. The next button right next to that is your solution flow. Turn that on. That allows the solution to start to flow to the floor once the brushes are spinning. And then the last button up here in the corner is called Echo. Now that's going to decrease the power of the machine, the brush drive, decrease the power of the vacuum. That's if you're getting towards the end of the battery cycle and you're in an area where you need to conserve power, or maybe you just want to do it in a little bit of a quiet setting. You can hit that button and you can easily save the life of the battery and finish out the job. Now I promised you I'd show you those other pad drivers. and they look just like this. 8-inch pad driver. Right now we have a microfiber pad on there. You could put any pad on there, rub red, green, white, depending on what you were cleaning, because they're just Velcroed, kind of peel and stick. So these microfiber ones are great. We're gonna take these into the bathroom in a minute and show you exactly how they work in real time. But the last thing I wanna talk to you about is the charger. How do we charge it? This baby runs for 90 minutes and it takes about 3 hours to charge up. Now there's a charging port right here. And you'll notice it's got 3 holes there. This is gonna be just like a laptop charger. You plug it into the wall, and those 3 plugs, or those 1 plug with the 3 holes, plugs right in. Plug that in and she's ready to go. I like charging it in the upright position, again, so you don't flatten out your brushes or your squeegee. All right, let's take her in the bathroom and show you how she works. All right, now that we've done some cleaning, you're gonna wanna make sure to clean the machine up. Very important to keep any auto scrubber clean so that it's ready for your next use. So after we're done scrubbing, we wanna make sure to take that recovery tank off, pop the cap, and get every last drop out of there. And then I like to store the cap off so that air is introduced there and it stays nice and clean inside the machine. And then you're gonna wanna do the same thing for your solution tank. Again, just depress that button, go ahead and empty that thing out into the sink. Make sure that that's nice and dry, and then leave that stored off. Come down here, pop off your pad drivers, clean those out, rinse them off. Make sure you do some squeegee maintenance, clean that off as well. And then throw her on charge and store it just like that. And one other tip before I let you go is the QR code. You'll notice it here. Look for the QR code that says scan me. You'll be able to scan that with your phone and go right to our landing page on our website, where you'll find operation manual, technical support, specs, and more information. Keeping your machine clean is going to increase your efficiency and give you a lot longer lifespan of any of your auto scrubbers. I hope you learned some good tips and tricks on the Tornado Microburst. For any more information, you can always reach us at our website, tornadovac.com.